There's a specific short-form video format that indie app founders have been using to get their first users on TikTok and Instagram without paid ads, agencies, or large audiences. It's called the UGC reaction. And this video covers what it is, how it works mechanically, why TikTok's algorithm favors it, and how to run it yourself step by step. UGC stands for user-generated content. On short-form platforms, that means videos made by real people rather than brands or production teams. Reaction videos specifically are videos where someone responds to something they're seeing, often with a surprise or emotion. The format has been native to TikTok since the platform launched. Audiences are used to watching someone react to something and then seeing the thing. The UGC reaction format for app marketing is built on that pattern. The video has two parts. First, a short clip of a real person reacting with surprise or emotion, typically 2 or 3 seconds. On top of that clip sits a text overlay that frames what they're reacting to. Then, the video cuts directly to a screen recording of the app, showing one feature in 7 seconds or less. Total runtime is 10 to 15 seconds. That's the whole format. The reason it converts is the same reason the reaction genre exists at all. It mirrors something viewers already expect to see on these platforms. The reaction creates curiosity. The text hook gives it a context. The app demo pays it off. The viewer doesn't experience this as an advertisement, which matters because branded content performs significantly worse on TikTok than content that feels native to the platform. Multiple marketing research sources cite figures around 90% of consumers trusting user-generated content versus only 4% trusting branded messages. Those numbers come from marketing agencies, so treat them as directional estimates, but the directional point is consistent across sources. The algorithm side reinforces this. TikTok's primary ranking signal is completion rate. A video that gets watched all the way through gets distributed more broadly, regardless of the account's follower count. Short videos with a strong hook and a clear payoff complete at higher rates. That's structurally what the UGC reaction delivers. One of the cited examples of this format working at scale is Prayer Lock, an app that combines distraction blocking with guided prayer. The founder began distributing via UGC reaction early and ran multiple accounts simultaneously on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. By November 2025, the app was generating around $14,764 a month, according to an interview published on Startup Spells. A later account from the Rourke platform puts the figure at $60,000 a month by mid-2026. Both are self-reported. They reflect different points in the app's growth, and the actual trajectory isn't independently verified, but the case is consistently cited as an early example of the UGC reaction format producing real app revenue. The tactical side of this breaks into 3 areas: the demo, the hook, and the volume. On the demo, the counterintuitive principle most sources agree on is to design the demo before building the feature. Your app screen recording has 7 seconds. In those 7 seconds, a stranger with the sound off needs to understand what your app does and feel something about it. If the core feature can't be shown doing something visually interesting in that window, the format won't work for it no matter how good the hook is. The practical implication is that founders building with AI tools where a working feature can be shipped within hours can afford to build specifically for what will look interesting in 7 seconds and then work backwards to the rest of the product. On the hook, the text overlay matters more than the action clip itself. A strong hook does 3 things. It implies a story, it creates a small mystery, and it sets the demo up as a reveal. Writing hooks is a repetitive process. You write 20 variations, post them all, and identify which ones pull views. There's no shortcut to knowing what works in a given niche at a given time. The skill is learning to notice what makes you personally stop scrolling, then reverse engineer why. For a reaction clip itself, you have a few options. Film it yourself, ask someone to do it, buy clips from UGC creators who often sell reaction footage directly, or use an AI generation tool. Platforms like GhostFeed let you upload a photo and generate a reaction video from it, drawing on a library of stock reactions. The technical challenge with AI-generated reaction is that the faces and hands are where generation artifacts tend to appear. Covering those areas with text, overlay, and then running the clip through a filter that adds grain or reduces quality is the approach some founders describe. The goal is footage that reads as shot on a phone by a real person, not as a polished AI video. On volume and account setup. Posting 10 videos a day is not primarily a reach strategy. It's a testing strategy. One video tells you nothing. 100 videos across different hooks and clips give you a data set. When a particular combination outperforms the others, you make 10 variations of that one. Before any of that, you need to set up posting accounts correctly. TikTok's systems detect whether an account behaves like a real user or a bot, and fresh accounts that immediately post at high frequency get flagged. The account warmup process described across multiple creator guides involves spending at least 3 days behaving like a normal user before posting anything. That means scrolling niche content, watching videos through to completion, liking and leaving occasional comments, posting at one proxy IP address consistent with your target market also matters if you're outside the US and trying to reach a US audience. Once you're posting, the discipline is to resist changing the product until you have a consistent downloads. Until the content is working, changing features or redesigning the interface is a distraction from the only variable that matters at this stage. The graduation path from organic into paid distribution is Spark Ads. TikTok's Spark Ads product lets you boost organic posts that are already performing. The standard approach is to identify organic videos reaching 10,000 or more views, run broad campaigns against them. Targeting by location only and optimizing for trial starts rather than downloads. Paralock reportedly achieved a cost per trial around $1.88 using this method, according to the Stormy AI playbook. That's also self-reported. A few honest notes to close. The revenue figures for Paralock vary across sources and time periods and are all self-reported. The viral view counts from the Rourke article aren't independently confirmed. The UGC trust statistics come from marketing agencies. The underlying format mechanics are consistent across multiple sources. Thank you for your time and attention, and have a great day. Peace.